So go ahead. Start with your lore. Finding Minecraft in Hypixel.
All right, so starting Minecraft, I got introduced to it by my dad, like probably in like 2011, 2012, because he had a laptop and he just used to play like survival Minecraft servers, and it looked like really fun, so I wanted to give it a try, and I just ended up playing survival with my dad for like a while,
What
and
did you guys do?
um, well, there's a server, and we just ended up making cool builds together. I might have a couple photos of it, but he built like giant castles and stuff.
Does he
He's like
still
a
play?
builder on this one server. Yeah, he still plays. We
What does he
play.
think about like the latest
ev-
updates?
Um, he's not like a big fan of it. Like we used to play like a really long time ago when it was like simpler and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He also has a really bad computer, so all the new stuff isn't very easy to run for him, I'm assuming. And finding Hypixel. I remember one day I just was getting bored of survival, so I was like looking up like what servers I could play instead. And I saw there's one called Hypixel and I joined, and I'm gonna be honest, I was actually terrible. Like
Of
I was
course.
getting owned so bad that I ended up playing like maybe like 20 games of like Sky Wars and Bed Wars, and I kind of just quit. You know, I
Mm-hmm.
went to like the Hive, playing some like non-PvP games like Block Party and stuff.
Dragon Escape.
Yeah, I was actually god awful.
Why did you pick Bed Wars and Sky Wars for your first few games, if
Uh,
you know?
um, Probably due to just like the popularity of them, to be honest. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's really all there was to do back then, to be honest.
Did you watch any Minecraft YouTubers?
Um, a really long time ago, I used to watch Sky Does Minecraft,
Mm-hmm.
Dan TDM for just like YouTubers like that, and then I also watched a little bit of Technoblade and Intel Edits, but not for very long. I didn't really like that dude that much.
Why not?
I don't know. He seems kind of dorky.
Mm-hmm.
Not really my style. I just need to figure out how to get better.
So you were watching for skill, pretty much. What tips, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. And Technoblade just for the entertainment, because
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
pretty
the commentary,
entertaining.
of course.
Yeah, and his wittiness and stuff.
Why did you watch Sky?
I mean, when I was younger, I feel like whenever you're younger, you kind of just watch anything.
Mm-hmm.
And he did like a lot of mod showcases, and I vividly remember this like SEP mod showcase that I watched before I went to school like every day. I was like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. So I just watched that on repeat every day before school and all his other videos. It was pretty entertaining at the time, but looking back, it's kind of cringy.
Why? Why is it cringy? You're enjoying the
Uh,
series.
well, it was fine back then, but when I go back now, they all do is that like the weird like derpy voices and stuff.
Yeah, the PG
It's like
aspect to it. Yeah,
yeah, it's a hard listen now.
makes sense. So talk about how you found Jules when you actually started grinding it for a bit.
So I found Duels probably like, well, I'm pretty sure I played it right when it was released because I had a like me and my friends like played. I don't know when exactly Duels released, but I think actually it's probably not right when, but like kind of early on. I think I played in like either like 2019 around there, and like we just wanted to fight each other. So I was like looking for a good game mode to fight, and I saw a classic Duels on there. I was like, well, this is probably the most simple one we could do. Don't have to like bridge and stuff and fall in the void. So we played that. It was kind of fun. So it kind of like locked in my mind a little bit. We had our fun and then we left. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'd say probably about like 3 or 4 years later. Um, I don't know exactly how I found it because I was probably high. Like actually, I was high at the time, so
Of
memory's a
course.
little cooked. But I think I ended up going to like all the game modes, and classic was the easiest one to like beginner friendly, I guess.
Hmm.
Because I don't know, you only get like a sword and a uh, rod, so
Yeah, minimal
I feel like it's the
items.
most big. Yeah, it's like simplish compared to all the other ones.
Hmm. Why did you move to PvP? Like after the building
Um,
phase?
I feel like building after a while just gets boring because I mean it's fun to be creative and stuff, but sometimes you want to show off a little bit and obliterate people. So I I was trying to get better at that. I didn't even like start PvP. Well, start grinding PvP on Hypixel. I was so bad I couldn't do anything. So I started on Minecraft Bedrock, like Mineplex and
Hmm.
the Hive. You know, just practicing on like the 5-year-olds on their like iPods. I ended up playing that for about like a year or two, just playing Cake Wars, the Sky Wars on there,
Hmm.
and I would just grind all day, every day on my PS4 with like my mouse and keyboard connected because
Hmm.
I had a laptop and it was actually terrible.
Why did you
So
come back to
I would
Java
grind
though?
it. I came back because I got a better PC. Like
Hmm.
before, I had like this really, really terrible laptop. Like I would get like 40 or it's like 30 FPS, like with like a bad line and all that. So it really was a no-go.
Hmm. But you were dominating in Bedrock, so why switch?
Oh,
Unless you knew it was inferior at the time.
yeah, it was like the stigma around it. Like at the time, people were like, "Bedrock sucks. Java's where it's at." I was like,
Ah,
"I gotta
makes
make the
sense.
move. I can't be a loser."
Of course. Lead don't follow everyone. So, anyways, why did you
Yes,
rejoin
sir.
Hypixel since you kind of quit at 2022, I believe, and you came back?
So, um, at first, it's I was getting high a lot, and I was like working all the time, so I couldn't really talk to my friends that much anymore, and I would get on like really late at night and just randomly queue Bed Wars because I have like nothing to do, and ended up making a couple friends on there. And basically every night after that, they would like basically carry me in Bed Wars. And I slowly ended up getting a little better at it, and I was having more fun. But then when they wouldn't be online, I would just have nothing to do. So I ended up like solo queuing a lot, and I started getting a lot better. And I eventually made my way over to classic duels. Yeah, once I got into classic duels again after like not playing for a couple of years, I don't know, I kind of like fell in love instantly because I feel like being high all the time paired with like the constant like dopamine rush of winning like almost every game kind of goes together pretty well.
Hmm.
Like I would just end up grinding for hours and hours without like noticing. I just like rack up a ton of wins. And then another motivator for that was like surprising my friends. Like one day I'd be like, "Hey, I just hit rookie," and then like a day later I'd be like, "Hey, I just caught diamond."
Hmm.
And, you know,
Makes
I'd just
sense.
keep like doing that, try and get a reaction out of them. And then I got to like grandmaster, and then I ended up quitting. I have no reason. Wait, actually, I think it's because I started picking up a lot more hours. I also started working like I was working at McDonald's at the time, by the way, and I started working at like 4 in the morning, like every single day. So I would just like have to get up at 3, be at work by 4, and then I would just do my job. And then once I get home, I would sleep through like the entire day, and then it'd be time for me to go back to work. So I had like no time for Hypixel.
Hmm.
And then I eventually quit like I don't know, at like the beginning of 2023 or like mid 2023, and I had nothing to do. Like Fortnite seasons were starting to fall off, so I wasn't playing that anymore, and my computer wasn't good enough to like handle all the really fun games I wanted to play. So Minecraft was kind of like the only option that I could use. So I ended up going back to classic duels, like slowly grinding, because I didn't have that dog in me yet. So I just kept like slowly grinding, and then I eventually got godlike, and I thought I was gonna quit right there. I finally got picked up by a wound, and I was friends with a couple people in there, so it kind of kept me motivated for a while.
What were you using the money for with your job? Since you could have bought a new
I'm at,
PC, realistically.
yeah, I think about that a lot actually. Basically, every dollar I had was it was either going to food or to weed. Definitely
Mm-hmm.
not the smartest decision. Yeah, that's like all my money went to for a solid year. My memory's actually cooked from that.
And by food, you mean like takeaways or deliveries?
Yeah, dude, I was a DoorDash demon.
Makes
Like I was
sense.
also since I have a stomach disease, like I'd be home from school all the time and I would just end up door dashing a lot. And DoorDash is like has a crazy upcharge, so it would just make my money vanish into thin air, bro.
Mm-hmm. I know.
It's actually crazy.
And what about weed? How much did you spend on that?
Um, I could spend like $40 a week, like, but I would also buy like a lot at one time. I would just keep like stockpiling it. So I'd buy like shit, maybe like $200 worth like every 2 weeks. And working at McDonald's at like 15, 16 years old, my paychecks were only like $400. And then I would at DoorDash at least like maybe like two or three times within that span.
Mm-hmm.
And normally like $50 each time. So my money was kind of gone just like that.
I assume you preferred smoking over like playing games, since you said you wanted to play some like AAA games, I believe, but you couldn't run them.
Yeah. Um, I mean, I was like also like very depressed at the time because like my
Oh,
stomach and
makes
all
sense.
that. So I would also
Kind of sit in your
just
room,
smoke.
rot away.
Yeah, basically that's what I did for like a solid 2 years. I just kind of
Mm-hmm.
smoked and like did nothing, like doom scrolling Instagram reels.
Mm-hmm. How was your job performance? Since you were
I
depressed and
was
always high.
um I was actually like one of the best workers there to be honest. Like I was doing really well. I was like the star employee,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Never complained about my schedule. I just always came to work. Um I did my job. It was all right. It's definitely one of the main reasons I was probably doing it a lot because working at McDonald's is not
Depressing.
ideal. Yes. Like my schedule was so bad. I would work like 4 to 11s like most days on the week. And then I would also have like 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. shifts sprinkled in there. So like I would work until like 11 and then I would have to be up in like 5 hours,
Mm-hmm.
but realistically 4 so I could be there on time.
So
So
was it
like
depressing
legitimate.
because of the role or because of the schedule or both?
Um, it's kind of a mix of both. Like working there was really stressful. Uh, since I was like opening most days, there's a position called back window where it's like the first window where you pay, but you have to take orders from uh like from the drive-through and cash them out at the same time. And then
Mm-hmm.
if you have two lanes, they could just keep coming in at the same time. So then you have to take orders and like cash them out at the same time. And especially during rush, if you're back there, oh my, it is so annoying because like there'll be like 15 cars in the parking lot and everything is completely full and you're just stressed so bad.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine.
I I, I hated it so much. I just quit without telling them.
That's nice. Why did you get a job
And
so
I did
early
it.
compared to the average person, I guess?
So I got my job at 15, or maybe it was 14, but I got it because kind of my friends did. Like, I have like 3 or 4 friends that work there. And they're just like, I saw them getting lots of money. I was like, it's more than I'm making. I get like $20 every like 2 weeks for allowance. So money, that sounds kind of nice.
Hmm.
So I applied there, and it's kind of funny. Like, there's like a little training period, like for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then they immediately put you on your own. And I remember one day they put me in like a back window for my first time by myself, and while I was getting trained, I really wasn't paying attention at all. So like they put me back there, and I had like no clue what I was doing, and I was stressed out so bad. I ended up like faking that I had to go to a doctor's appointment so I could just not do it.
Hmm.
I think my manager saw through it because it was like 5 p.m. on like I don't know fucking Wednesday, so doctor was not open by that time.
Did you want to buy anything with money?
Well, the stuff I did want to buy, I wanted to buy like a gym membership because me and my friends were like really big into the gym, and all I had at the time was just like two 15-pound dumbbells and like a lot of pre-workout. So I wanted to buy like gym equipment, like straps, a bunch of
Mm.
pre-workout, all that. And weed. That was pretty much it. Just those two things. That's all I did for like 2 years.
Did you have a goal with the gym stuff?
I I wanted to like bench a lot, but I came to realize that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to build a really good physique. Like, I wasn't like skinny or fat. I was like just like the average dude.
Hmm.
Like, but I wanted to be like admired, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if you're at the pool with your shirt off, you don't want to be like small.
Was it mainly just chest? Or was it like everything?
Oh yeah, I did everything. Um, I definitely did chest the most. Like,
Yeah.
go to the gym with your buddies, like see if you can bench PR. You can't disappoint.
Hmm. You
That's the one
still
they
do
care
it?
about the most. Yeah, I do. I wasn't able to work out for like a good few months this year, like starting in February, because they figured out my stomach disease, and they gave me like these like corticosteroids to be on. And what it did is if I worked out, I would get muscle wasting, so I would just get smaller. So I just had to like sit there and stare at my dumbbells in the corner of my room for like 3 months or something.
Hmm.
It was actually a tragic time.
What's your favorite part to exercise? If you have any?
Um, Probably my arms. Uh, I feel like it's like just the most fun exercise. Like curling is, I don't know, it's very fun compared to like shoulders. I feel like I'm not really getting like just my shoulders whenever I work them out. Like, but I feel like when I use biceps, I can just get like a proper stretch and contraction on there. So it's
Hmm.
like more fun. I can, I don't know, actually feel it working and like fatiguing.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I also mean. Very fun.
Yeah.
What about now in terms of money? Do you still just want to
Uh,
follow your little schedule?
uh, my schedule's a little cooked at the moment. I
Hmm.
basically only still get geeked and play Minecraft. Not much improvement over the last 2 years.
Hmm. Do you have like any life goals?
Graduate college. That's a big one because I'm going next year.
Hmm.
I don't want to be like one of those people that like go and end up dropping out and then still end up with a debt. That's
Oh
for
yeah, makes
losers.
sense. What about like owning a car?
Um,
Something like that?
I'm thinking about it in the future. Like for right now, I don't really have a need for it because I live in a pretty small town, so everything's kind of close
Oh, makes
by.
sense.
Everything's like a
Hmm.
5-minute bike maybe. So that wasn't like my biggest priority up until like recently, because
Hmm.
like I live in Minnesota, so like it gets really cold. So if I want to bike in the winter to like the gym, it's not very enjoyable. I would much rather have a car.
And you don't care about like traveling, like owning a house or renting it, I guess, in this era.
I mean, eventually I'm gonna get to it, but I feel like
Are you just having
right
fun with your
now
life now?
yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
like I'm kind of I don't really have like a much of a serious mentality. I'm kind of more like a have fun kind of person.
Okay, let's move on to classic. Kind of went off topic, but it's a podcast. It's not scripted,
Yeah,
guys. Stop saying it.
yeah. I'm
So
not
yeah,
Navi. I'm not Navi.
poor dude. He just likes fanboys, like all of us.
We all, yeah, we all like fanboys.
Yeah. All right. So obviously, you main classic. Want to talk about like the appeal of classic aside from the simplicity? And obviously, like what do you
Um,
enjoy about it now? Do you have 50k plus
um,
wins? Why do you keep playing it?
so like I kind of like classic because I feel like it's one of like the easier modes to grind. Like I would rather not grind like Sky Wars or fucking like UHC or something. It's kind of annoying, and I'm kind of like an endurance grinder. Just like grind for like a long time, just have it all be really easy. Like kind of the main reason why I kept like grinding was for the community. Like if I wasn't friends with anybody in the community, I definitely would have stopped like 45k wins ago. It's kind of like the main reason I get on. Like I don't get on thinking about, oh, I can't wait to grind like 500 wins. I want to get on so I can talk to people and have fun.
Sounds kind of like the gym atmosphere. You see other people working
Yeah,
out, so you get inspired to do it too, and also the
yeah,
social aspect
like
of it.
yeah. I also like surprising people is also fun, like grinding.
Hmm.
Just like be like, I'm kind of bored. I'm gonna do 200 wins, and then I'll surprise them by doing like a 1500 daily. Getting reaction out of people's a little
Yeah.
fun. I don't know how much longer this is gonna last. A couple of my like duels friends aren't like as active anymore. Like 33 times, bro kind of just started ore farming and disappeared. He said he was gonna be my 2v2 partner. I don't know if that's still happening. I used to grind with like Masisha and Nerd King all the time, but Masisha just stopped playing Classic after 50k wins clean, and Nerd King isn't that active anymore. So like most of the people online in ROD are like kind of like newer people that I'm not like crazy good friends with. So it's a little unmotivating.
What do you think about 2v2 classic? Should it just be 1-to-1
Um,
to 1v1 in terms of items, KB, maps?
I think it'd be fun. I kind of wish there was a change up of maps. I also want the Christmas maps to be gone because they like flashbang me every time I play them. Since like my
Of
room is
course.
completely dark. But I think I don't know, like the way the items and stuff are good. I'm used to it. I don't want to have to change it up.
Hmm. What do you think about Flint and Steel?
I never played with it actually, but I've played OP and I like it. I wouldn't be opposed to it being in there. It's just another mechanic I would have to learn. It would make the game more interesting and less stale.
What was your initial
But
goal with Classic? You did say you just wanted to
right.
surprise your friends with a higher title, but is there
Yeah,
anything real?
so once I got to Grandmaster, I was like, all right, I'm pretty close to godlike. Like that's not that far away. So then I got there, and then I got kidnapped by Wound, and I think I made it to like godlike 3 or something while I was there, and I ended up like just leaving from the toxicity, and then I got picked up by Rod, and I saw these people doing lots and lots of wins, and it kind of seemed like appealing to me because they're getting like recognition and stuff for it. So I was like, you know what, I might as well grind a Celestial. I'm only like 12k wins or something away from that. it's not like I've done it before. It can't be that hard to do it again. So I ended up grinding to Celestial, and I was like, yeah, I'm quitting at Celestial. I can't do this anymore. And then I just started playing like for fun instead of the grinding. Like I would smoke some, and then I would just start playing. And then I ended up getting to like Celestial 3, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm maybe this divine thing is actually kind of possible. So then I just started like slowly grinding, like not crazy consistent. Like I'd do like a 200 daily here, like maybe not play for a couple days, and then maybe like a thousand daily. And then I eventually made my way up to divine. And then I was like, yeah, I'm for sure quitting here because, the game's starting to suck now. But now I just really want to get ascended because I'm already halfway there or over halfway there. I only got like 39K to go. Like surely I could do it faster now because I don't know, I've experience and I know how to like efficiently grind now. I think I'm just gonna go for like top 10 or people want me to pass Solar Baron, so I might try and pass him. I think that's like 112K.
So yeah, two quick questions. Toxicity and wound, and what do you mean by this game sucks now?
All right, so I remember like when I first joined Wound, like I was like a very nervous person. I was like before I got treated for my stomach, so like I was like it gave me like low iron and stuff, so I was like depressed and like a shy person. And then every once in a while I would like come out of my shell and like talk to people, and then I would just immediately get shit on, and people would be like, "Shut up!" Like I remember one kid just like being like, "You're not known and you're bad." I was like, "All right, dude, you didn't have to say all that."
And was this in
And
Go
then
Chat?
yeah. Dude, I just remembered. I didn't even get in Wound at first. At first I was in Wound Academy, which is tragic. And then um I left because like why would I not want to be in the main guild? And then I got invited to that, and that's when that happened. Yeah, so I ended up just like leaving. Actually, I left because I remember I was sitting in the lobby one day, like T-Blitz and like Penguin and all them were just like, "Hey, you should join right now." I was like, I don't know, because I didn't want like the same experience, just like have to do it over again. It was a lot better than Wound. I, I used to kind of be toxic, but I just I decided to change. I was like a friendly environment is way more fun than a toxic one, I guess.
And the game being shit now? Do you want to expand on that?
Yeah, so I don't know, I feel like it was just way more fun to grind back then because I wasn't grinding for like a specific goal really. Like I just wanted to surprise my friends, so like getting like 200, like 500 wins for like the next title really wasn't that hard. So I would just like, play for fun and then I would eventually hit it. But then, once the titles start getting a pretty hefty distance apart, I was like, oh, 5,000 wins for the next division. This is starting to suck. And then, with the botters and all, it's so annoying. Like, come on, dude, you don't have to bot. It's like a bigger grind and you're only wanting to play for fun, but you also really want to get to that next division. It sort of becomes like a chore. Like I just did not enjoy getting on the game for a while. Like all I'd want to do is like just like bed rot. And I'd be like, well, every day I'm sitting here not doing anything. I'm like losing out on wins and it's gonna take even longer. And I'm gonna have to grind even though I don't want to. It made the game get super repetitive and boring. I think that's about all I have for that.
Why do you want top 10 classic?
I feel like I've already come this far, and I have a couple months to just like go crazy. And I don't know if I'm grinding a ton, like I might as well go for it. Like about like 12 positions away from top 10, so like like it's really not that crazy far away. And like having my name on a leaderboard would be nice because, people would know about me or something.
Hmm.
I need to get known. But think about the aura.
Would you change anything about Classic?
Honestly, no. I think it's fine like the way it's at. This is like the only way I've ever known Classic because I didn't play like that crazy early. So I feel like it's a bit not nostalgic, but like it's all I know. So I really wouldn't want to change it that much. Except for like maybe the knockback. The knockback's a little cooked, but that's kind of just like a general server thing.
What kind of KB do you prefer?
Like the one on Mine Man is a bit more my style. I also hate like when I'm fighting like high paying people and they just like stand completely still, like in my face, so I can't combo them at all. Like I just hit them and they instantly become a statue somehow. Makes it That's actually how I like lose most of my games because I'll just try and like combo people and then they just like stand there and just walk through me. Makes it very annoying, especially if they're like an actual good laggy person and not just like
Some
a
non.
random dude from yeah, a random dude from like India or something. Like uh
Hmm.
it makes it pretty annoying because then they just obliterate you.
Want to talk about the 3.1k daily? How you did it and how you
Uh
felt throughout the journey?
all right. So I remember the day before I wasn't even planning on doing a 3K daily. Me and 33 times were just gonna do a 2K daily together. And I was like, yeah, sure. Why not? Because I think they were gonna hit Divine. So I was like, you know what? I'll join you so you don't have to suffer alone. So I ended up doing it, and I just did not leave queue at all, except for like a couple times because I wanted to play a little parkour. So, I was having fun grinding. 2K wins, like they weren't that bad. Once I got to like the 1.7K win mark, it started getting a little draining, and then 33 actually got off, and I was like, come on, dude. But, you know, I decided to thug it out because I'm not a baby, and I just decided to go for the 2K, and then I was like checking my wins per hour, and I was like, I've never done a 24-hour session before. If I did it right now, could I get a 3K daily? So I was like checking my high stats and stuff. And I saw that if I got like 150, 160 wins per hour for like the next like 12 hours or like 10 hours or something, that I would have got it. So I was just like, you know what? It's time to lock in and just get it already. And being on the daily win streak leaderboard would be really cool. So I remember I just locked in. I played so weird like that entire time that I kind of forgot how to play classic normally when I was done. I was kind of just running straight at them, like W holding, just critting, because I find that weird because I never ever do that. Like I'm normally like a pretty passive player, just like make sure I hit my shots. But when I was doing that, I was just jumping in and just making sure all my games were like between like 8 to like 13 seconds long. And I was just grinding and grinding. Uh, I was getting pretty tired at like a couple points, so I would just like run downstairs really quickly, and I'd grab these zero sugar Mountain Dews because it's 0 calories. I'm on the cut, and it also has like something like 50 to 70 milligrams of caffeine in each one. So I grab like five at a time, and I'll just like bring them upstairs and just start slamming them so I could stay awake. Yeah, I literally all I did was just W hold the entire time. I wasn't watching shows or nothing. I was like only just listening to music the entire time. It was honestly pretty fun until like the last like couple hours, because then it was like a little stressful. Got to make sure to like keep my wins per hour up. And then I eventually hit the 3K daily mark. I was like, ooh, I could stop now. And then I saw like I had like 40 minutes left or something, and I saw that Vlad was in second place for the daily. And I was like, you know what? I could maybe pass him. And I think I ended up passing him by like 12 wins or something. I remember like T-Blitz messaging me at the time saying like, "Hey, you could beat him." So I was just like so locked in. I think I was on like 100 win streak when I ended it.
How did you feel after it ended?
Um, Honestly felt fine. It might have just been like the adrenaline of it, but I honestly wanted to queue classic again. But I decided I should probably sleep. So I was feeling accomplished, just like sitting in the shower, just like, haha, I did it.
How did you feel the next day?
Oh, I was thinking about grinding so I could get like a weekly record. And then I just got on the game and I ended up just like sitting in the lobby for 4 hours. Like I was not feeling it.
That happens to everyone. Do you think you'll ever do that again? Like a 1K plus daily?
Yeah, probably. Like I've been trying to like stick to like smaller, consistent dailies. Like I saw if I did like 230 dailies for like every day until New Year's, I would hit ascended. But like 500 dailies are more my thing. And if I start doing like a ton of 500 dailies in a row, then it's not gonna seem like that much. And then I might as well do like a 1K daily every here and there. So I probably will end up doing it like probably like at least 10 more times. And then
Mm.
maybe like a 3K daily when I'm uh like 3K away from ascended. And then maybe I could actually get uh like a better daily because the first time I wasn't really trying. I was just going and then I saw I could do it, so I just locked in, but I could just be locked in the whole time this time. Maybe beat Navi someday.
Want to move on to botting?
I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've kind of made up with a couple botters because like I've seen their like point of view on botting, but it really irks me because like they'll just be sitting and or like especially when I was grinding for like weeklies, I'd be getting number one weeklies, and then a botter would just like come in and then just ruin my attempt at it, and then just like get thousands and thousands of wins without being there at all. And I was like putting my blood, sweat, and tears into grinding all day instead of like having a life. It's not fair. It's also crazy to me that like some people who bot can like get an ego. I don't know. It's like absolutely absurd.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
how do
that's the
you?
case with cheating. Shit people
Yeah,
inject.
yeah. It's so dumb. Like sometimes I'll like accidentally like lose to, like I don't know, someone with like a blink, and then they'll just like instantly start spamming L like they aren't cheating. Really, it boggles my mind, as you could say.
Of course.
Just it's not that hard. Well, it is kind of hard to play for long periods of time, but people can do it. Just lock in.
What do you think about the concept of banning equals win wipe for the bots?
Oh, dude, I would be in a huge favor of that. Like if Solar Baron got wiped, that would be actually amazing. I remember this like one weekly. There's this dude named Domka who I somehow passed, but they had like I don't know, like a 5,000 weekly, and I swear I reported that dude like 100 times, like on like three of my accounts, and bro never got banned, and like, he still has those wins to this day. Yeah, thank you Hypixel for the stellar moderation.
Yeah, it's the same case in sumo in terms of botting and cheating. Someone can be
How
using
much of
0 with blink, and you can mass report him and
how,
nothing will happen.
how much of that like the top 10 is botters?
There's only one at number 10.
Which one is that one? Is that the
Cruel
Cruel
Cat.
Cat dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the same with Classic for right now. It's so stupid how someone can just get that position and like have everybody know they're a botter and then just get away with it.
It's like being exposed for being a pedo and nothing happens to you. Everyone's just chill.
Yeah.
No one
Uh,
cares. Free Epstein.
yeah, free him. Or actually, I should not say that.
Hmm.
I'm an adult now. It's over.
You're like 18. Adult. You can be like 25 and still be considered a child by like anyone who mains IRL.
Painting IRL is crazy.
Yep. The fake world, the Matrix.
Everybody knows Classic's the real world.
What do you think about the upcoming update and the new modes?
I'm pretty intrigued. I'm not like too crazy about the new modes because, I'm only really playing Classic, but if I end up liking the new modes, like, what is it, like, Spleef, Bed Wars, and Quake or whatever, I'll probably end up maybe grinding, like, Spleef if it isn't so bad. Like, I used to play a bit of that on other servers. What I'm really looking forward to is the classic 2v2s, since I feel like it
Hmm.
would have made sense to have that as like a 2v2 mode like a long time ago. But Hypixel admins just be doing whatever, I guess.
Hmm. What about the Jules Odyssey thing? A reward for every division?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Because I don't know, once you get like past like what is there like 2 or 3 rewards for like total rewards for like each mode, like it would be nice to have, something like work towards other than like the next division. Because you get like little micro rewards in between like each thing instead of just
Hmm.
having to have the long grind for like the big reward. I think that would be a good addition.
What would you want in an ideal update?
I'm not too sure actually. I'm not I'm not really like crazy invested in anything else other than classic, but like I feel like a KB change would be very nice because one right now is kind of AIDS.
Hmm.
And I don't know. Some if they were more vigilant on like botters and cheaters, that would be pretty nice.
Hmm.
Cause I swear there's like 2 or 3 botters like every week, and the new ones just keep coming. Maybe if there's like an update, like the admins might focus on duels a little bit more.
And obviously remove the Christmas maps.
I think it was a good change for a while. Like it was a nice change of scenery, but
A breath of fresh
after
air.
like yeah, but after like a little bit, like I like the like one map where it's like the dark wooden one or like the I like that one, but I'm not really a fan of like the ones with like a bunch of snow on the ground because you know I have like my
Mm,
monitor at max brightness, and if I'm geek, that's like genuine flashbang. I can't see anything,
makes sense.
bro.
So, COD Zombies.
I love COD Zombies. I remember playing it for the first time at my neighbor's house when I was probably like 8 years old, I would say. Like I always thought it was so fun, just like grinding. You get to bond with the homies and like have a like kind of difficult challenge. I mean, thinking back when I was a kid, it was pretty hard. And then I eventually, well, I was playing on PS3, so I eventually got like Call of Duty Black Ops 1. And then I'm gonna be honest, I was a little too scared to play the game at first. Like playing with your friend like in broad daylight is it's fun.
Hmm.
But playing at night by yourself, like when you're 8 years old, is kind of a different story. I can also remember at like night sometimes, like I would play for so long, it would like go from daytime to nighttime, and then it'd be time for me to leave. And then I would like sprint like as fast as I could from my house, no, from my neighbor's house to my house, because you don't know, there might be a zombie behind me. I'm not trying to look.
Yeah. COD used to give off emotions like that. Actual real emotions. With games like COD World of
Dude,
War, the story being
oh,
dark and brutal.
dude. Playing World at War for the first time, like knocked and seeing that loading screen different type of traumatic.
Mm-hmm.
I also eventually I kind of got used to playing a little bit by myself, and I really enjoyed playing maps like Kino 5, like the
Mm-hmm.
basic ones.
The
But
classics.
Asc- yeah, Ascension's also pretty good. I remember on PS3 you couldn't get like there was like a couple map packs you couldn't get for some reason, so I was kind of just locked to playing those ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then I eventually got Black Ops 2. The same thing kind of happened like when I was playing that. I'd get scared to play by myself. Like the transit song, like when you like load in, it'd play
Yeah.
like the 50s music and that would get like all distorted and creepy. That
Mm-hmm.
would just immediately put me off. Like I was already on edge when I started, and then like you get in and just hear the zombies like yelling in the distance. Oh, what other map? I'm shot Buried also. I also didn't like when I started playing Buried because like the loading screen had that like zombie face like staring
Mm.
right at the camera. Yeah, I was kind of a big scaredy cat when I was a little kid.
What was your
So
favorite map at the time?
um probably Mob of the Dead.
What was the
Like
appeal?
I'm not sure. It was kind of just like it was like the perfect mix between like scary and cool. Like being like an abandoned prison with like zombies and like a mini boss is pretty cool. And you can like build a plane, go to different parts of the map. The Easter egg isn't like crazy hard, so you could do it as like a little kid.
What about now?
It's either between Buried and Origins. I play Origins a lot because, you know, it's Origins.
Mm-hmm.
I was grinding that a lot as a kid. I could never get the Easter egg down because I don't know, I feel like I always messed up something or like I would get quadruple teamed by Panzers and get obliterated.
Mm-hmm.
Those Black Ops 2 Panzers or something else.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Buried's also fun. It's not really like a spooky atmosphere. It's just like a little chill underground town. Except for that witch's house. I would always get scared going in there by myself because they can just like pop out right behind you.
Yeah. Do you know the lore?
Yeah. I know a little bit of it. I watched like a lot of those like 12-hour like zombies things like videos a really long
Yeah.
time ago. But I feel like my brain kind of just dumped out most of that information, so my brother owns me a little bit on like Call of Duty Zombies knowledge. He's like, "Do you know what this means?" Or like, "What's the story for this?" I'm just like, "Dog, I do not even know."
Yeah, I remember watching that 8 hour long lore video like 3 times. It's insane.
It's just so interesting how they can
Yeah.
like fit so much like information into like a game that wasn't even like really meant to do that. It was just supposed to be a challenge at first,
Mm-hmm.
or just like a secret little game mode.
And it's got bonus for finishing the story.
Yeah.
Do you play any of the story campaigns?
I never really played much of the campaign. I think I played through like each one once, but I mainly focused on multiplayer and zombies. I was
Which MP?
I played Black Ops 2 multiplayer the most.
Mm-hmm.
Nuketown with the
Yep.
quick scoping and all that. Like
Phase
when
era.
Phase was pop. Yes, bro. I wanted to join Phase so bad. I had a couple dreams about joining Phase. That was like the one thing I ever wanted to do. I'd be like on Nuketown, like quick scoping with the ballista.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm like 8 years old, you get like screamed the N word on the mic.
Mm-hmm. Did you main snipers?
Yeah. Uh, it was probably my favorite thing to do. The only time I didn't use snipers was like, if it's like a really annoying map, like I forgot that one, but it's like ruins of like a giant city or something.
Oh yeah. That map is dead now.
Yeah, yeah, I hate that one. I Also, the only time I didn't use it was like when I was going for diamonds on all weapons.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Camo
have to
grind.
use all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked using the trying to think. I'm kind of blanking on the weapons, but I like some of the SMGs, like the MSMC.
Hmm.
And
That's what I made in BO3, but it's called the XMC.
yeah, I never really played Black Ops 3 that much. When I started playing that, like I was on my PS3, and that's already like old gen because everybody was already playing on PS4, so it
Hmm.
was kind of dead. So there really was no point in grinding that. I only played it for the zombies.
What do you think about the gums in BO3?
They're good, but it kind of makes the game easy at times. Like normally, if you're like playing Black Ops 2, trying to get enough points to like try on Origins, try to get to No Man's Land, like be like around 8 to like 6 by the time you're gonna get up there. But you could like literally open up the entire map on round one on Black Ops 3 if you have like a shopping free,
Hmm.
or like what is it, like an extra credit with like a double
Double
points.
points. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's helpful, but I feel like it makes it a little too easy sometimes.
I think we can move on to substances and anything else in that category. So go ahead.
I love I love these. Yeah, I remember I started smoking just when I turned 16. I was uh I was working a night shift at McDonald's, and I know my coworkers smoked, and I was like, yeah, you can go do that. But one day he was like, yo, come take a hit. I've always been like a little curious. I used to watch like YouTubers like Luna and stuff back then, so
Oh my god, that guy.
I was a little, yeah, I'm not a big fan of him anymore. He kind of fakes a bunch of stuff. Goblin's where it's at. But he
So
he
you
was
took
like,
that
"Come
hit.
on, take a hit." Yeah. He handed me his pen, and he was like, "Go to the bathroom and do it." And this was my first time ever doing it, and pens are a bit more concentrated than like actual flour. So I remember I went to the bathroom, and I was just absolutely ripping it because I was expecting it to take effect like immediately. So I like did like three like enormous rips, and then I came out of the bathroom and I like walked back over to him and I gave him his pen back. And I was like, I might be immune or something. I'm not feeling anything. He was like, no, you'll feel it. Take one more, go in the freezer, and then take a couple more hits. So I did. And by the time I came out, oh, it hit all right.
That's
Like,
literally a meme.
I,
This perk 40 ain't
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it hit like the nanosecond I came out. Like I couldn't even like feel my legs. It felt like I was floating a little bit. And my shift was over by that time, so I um I forgot to clock out, and then I remember like back then you could get like a free meal like whenever you finish your shift. So I ordered like my food, and then I was just like, okay, go ahead and make it because we're not gonna make it. You can make it how you want. I was like, all right. So I got like a two cheeseburger meal, and I ended up just like fucking up both of my cheeseburgers. Like I put the wrong condiments on and everything, and
Hmm.
I almost dropped it on the floor. I remember I just like I didn't even put like cheese on a couple of them, even though I really wanted it. And then
Were
I
you just
walked
like brain
out.
dead pretty much? In a brain dead state?
Yeah, yeah, it's like I couldn't really think about like the fine details of what I was doing. I was just focused
You're
on
just like
making the
holding
burger, and
WIRL?
yeah, yeah, basically. And then I remember like my dad was there to pick me up, and then like I just had to lock in really quick. I instantly started eating like cheeseburgers to like cover up like the smell coming out of my mouth. I just didn't say anything. I was just slamming those. I have a I have a couple interesting stories about getting geeks.
Hmm.
I I remember this one time I was with like a couple of my friends, and we were walking home from the gym, and it was like in the middle of the winter, so you know it's kind of like slick. And I remember there was a car that it was pausing to like let us pass because it was turning, and then I didn't want to have them wait, so I like, did like a little jog really quick, and there's like a patch of black ice, and I just like slipped, and I laid on the ground. Like it felt like for me it was like a minute, but my friend said I laid on the ground for like half an hour. Dude, I have a photo of it, bro. It's actually hilarious. You could just like see me laying on the ground with like my eyes closed with my bike just laying on top of me. Yeah, it was just so comfortable on the ground, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Homo sapi.
Yeah, there was also a couple times where like I'd get really high at work because I went back to McDonald's for like 2 weeks after I quit, and I bought steroids with the money, but I also bought a little bit of weed. And I also had a friend there that would let me chief their pen like every shift. So I would just get super fucked up. And I remember like a couple times I'd just be walking home and I'd have that really bad paranoia. And then like right by McDonald's there's this these train tracks. And one day I was walking home and there was just like a group of people just standing in the middle of the road. And I had to like walk right by there. I didn't want to like have them know I was a little concerned by like turning away, so I just had to like walk right past them. I was so sketched out. I thought they were gonna do something to me.
Did you start smoking over the hit from your coworker?
Yeah, it was kind of like yeah, it was like an instant like I loved it. Well, not really. Like I had fun, but I was like a little concerned that it would like make me dumb forever or like change how I thought, like my thinking process and stuff. So I was a little concerned, but then I saw it come back, so I was just like, you know what, maybe I can start dabbling a little bit.
Yeah, it's like a fun
And
fact
then
for a few minutes where I was.
yeah, it lasted like a day or two. I felt like a little off, but then it was back to normal. At that time, I was just taking hits off like my coworkers' pens and stuff. And then I eventually like bought my own. And around that time when I bought my own, that's like when I really started grinding Minecraft. I would just get super geeked and I just start playing a ton of classic duels. And,
Did it help you grind?
I thought, yeah, it made the game just like more interesting. And like I would normally get mad a lot, but I feel like when I was like playing super geeked, I wouldn't get mad at all. Like I would actually say like good fight after I lost instead of just like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
yelling at them.
You're just on autopilot, pretty much.
Yeah, basically. Thankfully I don't buy from the same dude anymore because I'm fairly confident I got laced multiple times. I
How
the
nice.
first like three vapes I bought from him were like fine. And then I bought two this one time and they were different brands. I was like, all right, I'm down to give anything a try. And then normally like the oil is like kind of like an amberish color and like it doesn't really move like when you tip it over, or at least it takes like a while to. Um, I bought from this dude and it was like neon yellow and I accidentally tipped it over on my desk because I was letting it charge and then I like picked it up like 10 seconds later and all the oil was already tipped onto the side, which is not a good sign. I was ripping it and it tasted like metal and it kind of made my head hurt. But you know what? I could feel a little something, so I smoked it anyways. I finished both of them. Mama didn't raise a bitch.
Anything else?
I also drink alcohol a lot. Alcohol's pretty fun. It's kind of a recent development because I
What
always
kind?
kind of stayed away. Um, Mostly beer, but I'm a bigger fan of like the hard liquor.
Mm-hmm.
So I normally drink like 15 to like 20 beers in like one day, but I don't normally get it that much because my mom buys it. I'm just like, yeah, I'll do like a bunch of chores and then I'll get like absolutely fucked up one day.
And they're fine with it.
Yeah, I I mean, I think it helps because I get like stressed out really easily, but in reality, I just really want to get fucked up super bad. Yeah, it was kind of like a recent development because like my dad was like an alcoholic, so I kind of just stayed very far away from that stuff. you know, worried that I would go down that path. Realistically, I'm kind of already getting there, but like whatever. But I always kind of like stayed away from it. And then starting like a month or two ago, I was like, you know what? I have no more weed. And people like it so much, I might as well give it a try. So I just slammed a ton, and then I kind of just like instantly fell in love again, even though I don't know. I really don't like the taste that much. Well, for beer at least, I'm
It'll
not a
grow
huge
on you.
fan. Yeah, I've heard. I'm a big fan of like Jaeger and vodka. Like those ones I actually kind of like the taste, but like just beer, I am not a big fan.
Yeah, that's the harsh like taste. It's like coffee,
It
very strong.
it kind of like I don't know. I can get like past the carbonation and stuff, but it has like this like I don't know. The taste is fine, but it has like a strange aftertaste. I'm not the
Hmm.
biggest fan of. If I like shotgun it, I kind of get like a little sick. To be fair, I could just be a little dumb. I don't really just like straight sip it. I kind of just like shotgun it like every single time because it's quicker, and I'd rather get the taste over with.
Anything else?
I've done a couple other things, but like not like a crazy amount. Like I've done mushrooms, acid,
Any stories?
and I got like one from the mushrooms. I had these like mushroom gummies, and I took a whole pack of it because I tried them before, but they kind of gave me like not much of an effect. So I bought it one more time, and I ate like the whole packaging, and I was starting to play classic duels, and I can't remember if I got hopped on like my first game where I was just like tripping that hard, but I swear the first game, like the person just like flew at me, and I just couldn't do anything. So I was like, you know what? That's enough classic for me. So I went downstairs and I was just staring out my window. I was like, what the heck? Like the leaves were all moving and it was looking really weird. So I was like, you know what? Let me lay down and listen to some music, and I ended up listening to the same album on repeat like 5 times in a row. It was heavenly. I've technically had Xanax and Fent before, but it was in the hospital. But I still got to brag to my friends that I've had Fent and they haven't.
Hmm. Is there
But
like a common theme here that you enjoy about them?
just like substances in general.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you like being like out of it, I guess? Not being able to
a
feel
little.
anything?
It's like a little bit of like the voice in my back of the head that's like telling me like I don't know like telling me like attention to detail and like really focusing. It kind of just gets like turned off, and you can like kind of just really be in the moment and do whatever you want without having something in like the back of your head, interfering.
Well, I think that's it for the podcast. So you want to say something else quickly?
I think that's it.
All right.
Hopefully this wasn't a hard listen.
No, it was very clean.